All right, what's going on? Tripp Kramer here from trippadvice.com, coming at you live right now. We're talking about female red flags in dating. I know you're going to hear a little bit of a lisp right now, but that's because I have Invisalign, which I am now finally on my last week. But I got to keep them in, so can't even take it out for the hour. Anywho, good to be here. We're live, not only on YouTube, so yes, you watching right now on TikTok, I'm live on YouTube. You watching on YouTube right now, I'm live on TikTok. So to both parties here, check me out if you want to follow me on TikTok. Check that out. If you want to check me out, my 1,000 videos on YouTube, you can do that as well. What's up, Percy? Hello, everybody. So what we're doing is interesting. Decline. Yeah, we're answering questions. First, I'm going to go over some content. What's up, Mike? We're going to talk about some female red flags in dating. How do you look out for red flags? What's up, JT? And then on top of that, we are going to do an AMA. So I know I have questions here on TikTok and I have questions here on YouTube. People can come on here live, by the way. So we'll get into that in just a bit, but I know that a lot of people are watching this not live. So why don't we get into some of the content here? I'm excited. All right. So female red flags in dating. All right. So we're talking about what do you need to look out for? I've done some videos on this. I've done some TikToks on this before. What do you need to look out for when you're dating a woman? I have a little bit of a list here. I'm really curious to see also for those of you who are on TikTok and YouTube watching me live, what are your red flags? What do you think are red flags too? I want to hear from you to see if they're also red flag. So we'll get into that as well. Okay, first one. This is in no particular order. So I've talked about this before, daddy issues. Okay, daddy issues. That's a term that gets thrown around a lot, daddy issues. What does that mean? Daddy issues. Okay, when a girl has daddy issues, that means that she's a very bad relationship with her father. I don't mean like she thinks her parents are annoying, because we all kind of get annoyed by our parents from time to time. I mean she has a very poor relationship with her father, hates her father, okay? Hates her father. Why this is a problem for you in a relationship is because if she has a poor relationship with her father, that means that she doesn't understand the construct of what a good relationship is with another man. That's the big problem. And so what can happen psychologically, because this messes things up psychologically for her, because our whole psyche is created by the relationships we have with our parents, it can come out in the relationship with you. So that's why they say, oh, don't go for a girl who has daddy issues, because that specifically means that it has a very high chance of her being problematic in the relationship with you, causing drama, jealousy issues, trust issues, all these things that come out when you are dating a woman who has these daddy issues. So that's why you want to look out for that. And here's a really good way to deal with this, by the way. It's like, how do you figure that out? How do you figure out if a girl has daddy issues? It's really simple. Just say on the first date, even on the second date, you can ask her a simple question like, do you keep in touch with your parents a lot? Like, how often do you see your parents? That's it. Just ask that question. Not, do you have daddy issues? Just, how often do you see your parents? Do you guys keep in touch a lot? And you can even say yourself, like, yeah, like after I graduated college, like, it's always tough to keep in touch because life gets so busy or whatever it may be. See what she says to that. See what she says to that. Be very careful of that. Okay. By the way, if you're still here, I want you to make sure that you tell me some some female red flags that you think. Okay, so here on TikTok, here on YouTube, I want you to let me know what you think. Why does it look so blurry here on, do you guys see that on TikTok? It's like so blurry. I don't know why it's like that. Anyway, Giselle Weber. Oh, we got a female here in the audience. Well, that's fantastic. I'm glad you're here. You are welcome. You are all welcome. Females and males. This is not secret stuff. Okay, so that's red flag number one. Red flag number two. Okay, I said this on a TikTok recently. I said weekend warrior. Okay, the girl who parties really hard or binge drinks. Those girls who don't know their limit on drugs and alcohol. Okay, I'm not talking about once in a while you have a drink. I'm not talking about, once in a while you smoke weed or whatever. Even you smoke weed a couple times a week, whatever. I'm talking about the people who take it to that next level where they're not there with you anymore. Like they're not conscious with you. Like you're not with them. You're with a very intoxicated version of them. That's where it gets rough. Okay. Someone said it is blurry here. Let's try to fix that. I don't know if that fixed it or not. Yeah, why is it blurry? TikTok sucks with these lives. I don't know. That's strange. Anyway, yeah, so again, weekend warriors getting so wasted. This is not, and by the way, we're talking about girls that you're going to be in a relationship with, okay? We don't want that, right? You don't want that. Oh, there's a fly in here. That's fun. We don't want that. That's not going to be a good partner for you. I wonder why they're getting so wasted. Like, I wonder why that happens. Why they're doing that to such a crazy degree. I don't know. Something shady here, right? Don't like it. What's up, Doug? What's up, JT? What's up, Giselle? Yeah, you said I don't drink. I have a very close relationship with my dad. That's great. Fantastic. All right, let's keep moving on. So those are some red flags. Let's go to more red flags. What else? Okay, this is a funny one. I know that this is going to sound funny. This is going to sound like a joke, but I really mean this in terms of a red flag, okay? And this comes from personal experience of dating a girl where this happened. So there was a girl that I dated once, and I went over to her place, and I didn't think of this as a red flag at the time, but now it all makes sense. And even though it's only one experience I had, so it's a little anecdotal, I can't imagine this not being true. I think you guys might agree. Here it is. A girl who has a messy room. Okay, so I went on a date once with a girl. Well, we dated for a while. And I found out that this was a red flag. But I went into her room, right? She invited me over. We were in her room. It was a fucking disaster. Absolute disaster. I don't mean like there was a couple pieces of clothes on the floor. I mean like there was clothes everywhere. Wine stain in the corner. She didn't even make her bed yet. Like the actual bed frame wasn't made. It was some boxes in the corner, and then there was like a mattress on the ground. And this is not like she just moved in, by the way. This is like she's been here for months at this point. If a girl's room, I believe girls can be messy at times, but they keep their place clean when a guy is going to come over. And the fact that that didn't happen, so A, she wasn't even trying to make a good impression, but B, I saw that her room was always a mess. Like she would even clean it up. And then like the next day was a disaster. Like a tornado came in like in 24 hours. It says to me that you don't have these things in your life figured out. Like if you can't keep your room even a little maintained to some degree, what is that saying about the rest of your life? And it did show me the rest of her life was an absolute disaster. So I can only imagine that even though it's anecdotal, I will admit that is something that is seems to be a pretty good indicator of what's going on in the rest of her life. All right, what else do I got? Now, you guys are putting in some good stuff here, so I'm going to read all these, and I really appreciate you guys joining in this conversation. So this is good. Okay, here's another one. No friends, okay? No friends. So this is a red flag because, and by the way, this is, of course, there's people always are like, oh, what about this? Like, yes, there's exceptions. Like, okay, she just moved to the city and she doesn't know anyone. Okay, fine. There's always exceptions. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about she doesn't have any friends. She is not just because she moved to the city. She's been there for a while or whatever it is. That's weird. There's something weird about that. I mean, I feel bad for that person, but I'm also like, why don't you have friends? What's going on? Is there something where you're very anxious? Like, do you have some sort of issue? Again, I'm not judging. By the way, I want to be clear here. I'm not judging anyone for this. Okay, not that I'm trying to save myself. Like, whatever, I don't care. But I'm being honest. I'm not judging anyone. I'm just telling you and you guys what to look out for that's going to be a problem for you, okay? Because you don't have to just settle for any woman. You should be dating a lot of women and finding someone that's going to be a good fit for you. Still don't know why it's so blurry on TikTok. So strange. So anyway, no friends. That says something like, what's going on there? Is there some sort of psychological issue? Is there something wrong with her where she can't maintain a relationship? Right? It's like, if you can't maintain a friendship, how are you? See, that's the point. If you can't maintain a friendship, how are you going to maintain a relationship? Okay. Do you guys feel me here? Right? Like, do you guys feel me? Just something off about that. Something very off about that. Okay. Here's another one. Gossip. Okay. Gossip. So a girl who gossips a lot, talking about other people. Okay. I'm trying to find a quote right now. I think it was Eleanor Roosevelt. Man, I should have looked this up before. Something about talking about people. What if you guys know what I'm talking about? That'd be kind of cool. Oh, here it is. Found it. It's a great quote from Eleanor Roosevelt. Listen to this. Eleanor Roosevelt said, "Great minds discuss ideas. Average minds discuss events. Small minds discuss people." And what I take from that is you're not really expanding your reach here, and you're talking to someone who might be very immature if their conversations are only surrounded by talking gossip about people. Like, you have nothing else better to do than give crap about what other people are doing in their lives. There's something strange there. Don't really like that. And I wouldn't trust that person. I don't trust anyone, by the way, who's a big shit talker. This is something I learned in college. I remember I had a friend in college, and my friend in college, who was my friend in college, he talked about people all the time. Like, his biggest thing was talking shit about people. And I remember, like, I overheard him talking shit about me, or someone told me, and then I was like, oh my God, of course. Like, if that person's talking crap about other people and they're saying it to you, and it's something they do all the time, it's a guarantee that they're doing the same thing behind your back. It's weird. It's not trustworthy. I don't like it. Neither should you. No good. No good. Okay, let's read some of your red flags, and then I'll go into questions. Real quick, if you're on YouTube right now watching, there is a link in the description. If you don't see it because you came on right when it started, just press refresh. But there's a link in the description. You click that link, you can come on here live, and you can ask a question here live. Okay, and I'll also get to some TikTok questions too. So if you guys have any questions on TikTok, I'll get that. YouTube, I'm on TikTok. Look me up. Follow me. Tripp Advice. TikTok, check me out on YouTube. There's a link in my bio, so you'll see it there. But guys, on YouTube, you'll have to just find me on TikTok, Tripp Advice. So, all right, let's get into it. So, people who have said things about other red flags. Let's see. There was some good one here. Verbal abuse. Excuse me. Clingy. Yep. Clingy is a good one. Someone who's clingy. That's kind of almost very related to someone who doesn't have friends, but they can also have friends and be clingy. Got to be careful with that one. There's something interesting about clingy, like this neediness. It's a sign of low self-esteem. It's a sign of addiction. When someone's really clingy, they need a lot of validation from you, which is why they're clinging to you. It goes deep here. So they want more and more of you, and it's not even necessarily about you. It's about this lack of self-esteem. So they're always going after you. Okay. Someone said here on TikTok, where do I get my information? I know that someone would ask that on TikTok because I'm just some random dude all of a sudden who's just giving advice on TikTok. And they're like, who the freak is this guy? So how I get my information, a lot of things. I've studied this for many years. I have a lot of experiences, yes, some anecdotal, but also ones that I have had where I have shared and compared to other people's. I have studied this stuff in books and scientific studies. I mean, this has been a deep dive and continues to be a deep dive for the past 14 years, probably at this point. So, yeah, anyone I think who's studied anything for 14 years, I would call them an expert. You know, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but it's true. I don't care who you are. If you've studied something, and also experimentation, of course. I'm not just like saying things because, like, oh, this is my thought or theory or opinion. I guess it kind of is opinionated, but it's a lot of the stuff is based in experimentation. And so, like, when I talk about approaching women and getting confidence and all those things, that's all from coaching thousands of men and also going through all this myself and to see what works and what doesn't in terms of attraction. So that's kind of how it all works together. Just wanted to add that. What other red flags? TikTok, YouTube. What other red flags? What about chick? Okay, someone said here. What about? Yeah, someone going to call in and say the N word. Yeah, someone did that last time. It's ridiculous. What about a chick that's bad with money? So we got to be more specific, right? What does that mean? A chick who's bad with money? Like, what does that mean? I would say a chick who's bad with money is someone who's broke, basically, or in a ton of debt. And yeah, yes, let's just put it that way. Okay, someone who is just like not fixing, not trying to fix it, right? Who's just like always borrowing, and not in tons of debt. I don't mean student loan debt or whatever, loans. Talking about like you are spending money in shopping. So not an investment, right? So yeah, that's a good one too. Yeah, a girl who spends too much. That's another one too, which can sometimes go along with someone who's poor with money, right? I have a friend and he was married, now his ex-wife. He told me all the time that she was a spender, and it caused a lot of stress on their relationship. This girl would spend so much money, and that's like that's their life, right? Like money is a massive part of a relationship, especially a marriage. And if you're going to have kids one day. And so if you have a girl who's just spending on things that she shouldn't be spending things on, and she's a bad spender, oh my God, can you imagine what that's going to do to your relationship? Because when you get married, it becomes a business partnership. It does. Ask anyone who's married. It becomes a business partnership because you guys are running a household together. You're a team. You're like corporation, right? It's like you guys are running this household. You need money to pay for the things that you need. You need to be organized, and you need to plan things. And there's a lot that goes into it when you're in a relationship where you guys live together, where you're married. So I digress. Someone who posts too much on social media. Okay. I've been thinking about this one. Someone who posts too much on social media is a red flag. Oh man, I should have put that on TikTok where it's okay. So, it depends what she's posting. If she's posting a lot of bikini photos, like model photos, and she's not a model and gets paid for that, I don't know about that. That's a little red flaggy. Something's going on there with the self-esteem. Something's happening there. Like, why are you posting so many half-nude photos when you're not a model? And I mean like a legit model, like this is your way of living. Because I know a lot of people can be models these days, but yeah, I would say that's a red flag. Like, why? Why do you have to do that, right? Okay, I want to have people on. So anyone who wants to come on here on YouTube, if you have any questions, go to the link below. You'll come up here, and you cannot have a mask on, and you have to show your face, because every time someone doesn't do that, they spam, and I don't want to deal with that today. So anyone who wants to come on here and ask a question on YouTube, click the link in the description, and then we'll have you on, and I'll answer your question, any question you got. And then here on TikTok, I want to answer your questions too, guys. So let's get some questions. Okay. All right. Someone said on TikTok. She said that she has problems with herself. Should I help or let her go? Let her go. I'm guessing you mean, so, okay, someone said here on TikTok, they said, she said that she has problems with herself. So people will make the excuse. They'll say, oh, I can't be dating right now. I just have a lot of issues with myself or with work, whatever. It's bullshit. It's a lie. It's an excuse. Maybe it's partially true, but it mostly means that they're not interested. So absolutely let someone go if they're saying that they can't be in the relationship because of like personal issues. It's a lie. It's a complete lie. All right. Someone on YouTube asked, man, it's pretty bright. Let's fix this. Oh, is that better? There's still a fly in here though. Okay. All right. Someone said here, Tripp, I have a question. All right, Tripp, I've got a question. I really like a girl and she likes me too, but just as a friend. She's not ready to commit to a relationship. How can I make her my girlfriend? You don't make a girl your girlfriend. Who you're in the friend zone with. First of all, you're trying to ask the question, how do I get her to even like me, right? Because they got to like you before they can become your girlfriend. That's for sure. But yeah, just understand that if you're in the friend zone, you got to let that girl go. You're I did this 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. I was on a stream where someone asked that, like, what do I do when I'm in the friend zone? And I mean, there is an answer. I really don't want to get into it right now because I think you can go and watch that. But my main advice is don't be with a girl who doesn't want you. Like, why would you put a woman on such a high pedestal, so high? Like, think about this for a second, right? Like, what advice would you give to your friend? You put her on such a high pedestal that even when she doesn't like you, and it's just a friendship, you still want her. No, guys, no. Come on, let's get rid of that. All right, I'm going to add someone to the stream. What's up, man?
Hey, Tripp, how are you?
I'm doing good, bro. What's your name, Nico? Age? Where are you calling from?
18, California,
Cool.
SoCal.
What is your question?
So, I am in the in-between stage of like not being able to go to a bar because I'm not 21, but
Yeah,
I'm out of high school. So, how do you increase your numbers if you can't do either or?
I love that question. That's a great question. So Nico just asked. He's 18, so he can't go to the bars. So how do you meet girls basically when you can't go to the bars? Is that fair enough? That's the
Yeah,
question,
other than like Tinder and Bumble and stuff.
right? Other than online, I know. Yeah, you
Yeah,
meet in person. So, dude, where do you live?
the Coachella Valley,
Coachella Valley. Where are the downtown areas where women are walking around?
like Palm Springs or like Palm Desert.
Yeah, even though there, I know it's more like uh, older people
More,
who are retired and gay people, and that
yeah,
seems to be the more common. So that might not help you as much, but there are still women who are there and they're walking around. So guys, if you're looking to meet women and you're under 21, but this is for anybody, by the way. When I'm coaching clients, we mostly work on having them meet women not at the bars and clubs. I'm not, by the way, that's a great place to meet women, but there are plenty of other opportunities for you to meet women out and about everywhere. Malls, coffee shops, yeah, you name it. Wherever girls are hanging out. Plus, dude, you're in California, so it's like year round they're outside. Okay, year round they're outside. So I would say that would be the best thing that you could do and learn how to approach women who are just out and about during doing the daily activities. What do you think?
All right, I'll give it a shot after my
Give it a
9 to 5.
shot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank
well,
you.
weekends are probably best, right? There's gonna be women walking around the weekends, so weekends are best. Also, you know, like clubs or extracurricular activities or what else? There's just like or meetups or anything that or hobbies that you're interested in. there's always women there. You know, anything that you might be interested in that is for interest. You know, where men and women are both interested in.
Like
I'm trying to just give you some ideas.
surfing or something.
Surfing. There you go. I don't know if there's any surfing clubs or meetups. I'm sure there is.
For
Surfer
sure.
girls, all that stuff. So there
Got
you
it.
go. Try that.
Thank you, Tripp.
You're very welcome, Nico. Take care, man.
Bye.
Thanks. Okay, cool. Awesome. Guys on TikTok, I hope that you heard that okay. Um, looking good. Any questions you guys have, you can try to ask me here. Someone said how to be good at conversation on TikTok. How to be good at conversation, not on TikTok, but someone from TikTok. How to be good at conversation. Conversation is a skill like anything else. So my quick answer to how to be good at conversation is you got to have a lot of conversations. You can't study it in a book, even though I have a lot of videos that talk about it, but it has to be implemented, going out, talking to people over and over and over. When people say they're bad at conversation, no one's really that bad at conversation. Maybe like 0.001% of people are bad at conversation. Your real question isn't how do I be good at conversation? It's how do I be more comfortable around women when I talk to them? I know that that's the real question because you're not thinking that when you're with your friends. Like, how do I have a good conversation with my friends? You're just doing it. It's natural. We're social animals. We know how to socialize. So really, it's you are having a fear of saying something weird or strange or not, or having nothing to say at all when you're talking to a woman. So I would get out there and practice being more comfortable with women. And the way to get more comfortable with women is to talk to them and not be so afraid of rejection and think of it more of a process. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate it. Okay, let's have someone else on the stream here. Dan, what's going on, man?
What's up, brother? I just started
How you
following you on
doing?
TikTok. Doing well.
What's
How are
up?
you? I just started following you on TikTok the other day.
Oh, cool. So you found me there?
Yeah.
Awesome. What is your question? So first, how old are you and where are you calling from?
30, and I live downtown Chicago.
Oh, dude, I'm in Chicago. We're in the same city.
There we go. I was just out in Old Town. That's where I live.
That's exactly where I live too. I don't want to give any more details beyond that, but are you on Wells?
Yeah, I was just out there earlier at the Vig.
Very cool.
Anyway,
Very cool.
But
Nice. So what's your question?
yeah, so my question is, I've gotten to the point in game where I get a girl's number, but they're kind of a little bit flaky sometimes.
Yeah.
And at 30, I'm trying to also focus on building sort of my own kingdom. I have my own business. So I'm trying to, I feel like ideally I would have sort of this situation, maybe like a kingdom where girls are just kind of coming to me. So focusing on trying to build that type of situation. My question is, like, how should I split my time? Should I be focusing on just doing regular game, like day game approach, night game, or should I be trying to set up more of a situation where girls are just kind of naturally flowing in?
Well, I'm curious what you're imagining. Girls flowing in, like what would that be? Like, do you have an idea of what that looks like?
Yeah, so I'm into acting and potentially producing like my own work and eventually having like a production company. Just kind of like social circle, I guess.
Okay, yeah, social circle. So I think that you should definitely not give up the day game. Okay, so guys watching on TikTok, he basically asked, how much time do I dedicate toward meeting women, like cold approach or online dating, versus having a social circle of women that just kind of flow in and out? The thing is it takes a long time to build a good social circle that is going to do that for you. So I'm not saying you shouldn't do it, but that's kind of like the reality you have to, or the truth about it. So you have to go into that knowing that it's going to take time. You have to be really, it's like you're watering a plant and watching it grow. You have to tend to it. So you always have to keep it up, because the way you're going to build a social circle is either you're getting invited to a bunch of events, or you're creating events where people are coming to you. So I guess to answer your question, it's kind of up to you, to be honest with you, because there's more than one way to skin a cat. But but it sounds like you're saying to me you do want women to come to you, so you do want some sort of social circle. So if that's the case, I'd put all your energy into that because it's going to take a lot of time, and you're going to be doing other stuff in your life also.
Yeah, I feel like it also feeds back into the other areas of my life. You know, if I'm building a good social network, it'll help everything else too.
Yeah, yeah. So, excuse me. Yeah. So I would be focusing most of your time on that then.
Okay. Cool.
That's what I'd be doing. Yeah. So, because it takes time to do that. Excuse me. Okay. So, if you're going to do that, there is a way to do that where you're actually combining the day game approach and social circle. So you can create your social circle by meeting people out and about, collecting numbers, and inviting them out. So you kind of use day game to produce the social circle. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then it gets to the point where you don't need to be going out to do that anymore because you have enough people that you're texting and talking to, and they're bringing their friends to things. And now that things are getting better in the world with the situation that we're in, I can't say the word because YouTube doesn't like it, but you know what we're talking about. Things are open now. So you can invite people to more stuff. So it's actually easier now, and people are going to be very eager to do that. Does that make sense? That's kind of the practical way that you're going to have to do that.
Yeah.
Like host a happy hour or host something at your place if you have enough room to invite people over to your place.
Okay.
So that's the way that you're going to have to do it.
Cool. Yeah, because it seems like the girls that I meet right now in day game, I'm having trouble getting that emotional connection. So a lot of them just flake. But when I meet a girl through a friend, they're into me. So yeah.
Yeah, that's called social proof. It's very powerful.
Yeah, it is.
It's very, very powerful. So that's why social circle is worth it. And I would definitely try it out. I think it's a great way to meet people. It's a good way to network too. It kind of kills two birds with one stone, really. So, and Chicago is a very social scene. So people are very eager to meet other people, and it's a good city to do this in. LA is a good city too. I guess any major city where there's going to be enough people that they want to go out and do stuff, right? So
yeah. Well, if I ever run into you, I'll buy you. Thanks for the help.
I'd love to have him with you, man. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Take care. Okay, should have got my glass of water. Don't have one on me. Thanks everyone on TikTok. Hope you could hear someone on TikTok who was watching that. Did you hear what he said? I want to make sure if I'm doing a live stream again, that was loud enough so people could hear the person who was just calling in. All right. Awesome. There's a lot of other people here who want to come on live. Just understand, if you want to come on live here, like Anthony and Sal, I can't see you, so I'm not going to invite you up. So you can. Cool. Yes. Cool. Awesome. TikTok. Cool. So there we go. That's better. All right. What's up, man?
Hey, Tripp. I'm actually at work. That's why I can. I don't want to put my webcam, but I remember talking to you early in the year, and you helped me out a lot.
Nice. You look familiar. Was it on video?
Yes, it's on video.
Okay, what happened?
I was stuck up. Well, she ended up ghosting me.
I don't remember the story. You got to tell me.
Well, basically, we went on 3 dates, and I went for the first kiss. She gave it, but it was kind of whack, and I kind of figured she was gonna go. Long story short, after that, I've gone on dates with at least 10 girls. So I have no problem with that. But I have a really big question right now.
Yes.
And it has something to do with this topic.
Okay.
So I went on a date with this girl on Friday. Long story short, we ended up hooking up on the first date. I like her, but she has those tendencies of going out, drinking, and that's where I kind of I don't know if I should drop. She calls me every day, and I've only known her for like 2 weeks. I don't know if that's a red flag or not.
So we got neediness, well, potential neediness, potential weekend warrior syndrome. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. And don't get me
Okay.
wrong, Tripp. She's freaking cute.
Don't care. Don't
But
care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care how cute she is. That is not a reason to be with a woman. It's one reason to be with a woman. Clearly, no guy's going to go for a girl they're not physically attracted to. But I don't care. I'm just assuming that. That's default. That is baseline. Okay? So there are other things here that are more important, which are these red flags. So I want to get to other calls, but let's just dive a little deeper. So she calls you on the phone every single day for the past 2 weeks?
not every single day, but either when she's on lunch or here and there. But not every day, but it's constant.
Does she get mad if you don't answer?
No, she understands.
Okay. As long as, well, this is an interesting one. If she was going to get mad at you if you weren't answering, I would say no. Like, this is not going to be a good girl for you. Now, if the girl is, how much is she drinking? Like, how much of a party are we talking about here?
Well, the first day we went to go get coffee. There's a bar right next door, and she wanted to go drink.
Okay.
So
I
kind of
have you
told
seen
her
her
no.
have you seen her wasted?
So she says that she doesn't get wasted. She says she gets lit.
Okay, well, I don't know. Whatever the
So,
Gen Z
I mean,
say.
yeah.
Lit, wasted. Have you seen it? Have you seen it?
No, I've only seen her once, so I haven't seen it.
Okay. Just look out for this. Keep going with this. See what happens. These are more yellow flags right now. I wouldn't say they're red flags. They're yellow flags. Proceed with caution. Let's see what happens.
Perfect. Sounds good. Thanks, Tripp.
Come back on the next live and we'll talk more
I
about
got you. Yeah, thank you.
it. Awesome. Very welcome, man. Take care.
You too.
Bye. Cool. All right. I know there's people here waiting to come on, so we'll have you on in just a bit. Yes, I know that lit equals wasted. I'm well aware. All right, so let's see. If you're watching on TikTok right now and you want to come on live, you got to go to YouTube, type in Tripp Advice, and you'll see me going live, and you can come on there. Let's get Cody on. What's up, Cody?
What's going on, Tripp?
Nothing much, man. How old are you? Where are you calling from?
I'm 25, and I'm calling from Cheyenne, Wyoming.
Cool. Wow. Damn. All right.
Yep.
So what's your question?
So, I've been talking to this girl. She just moved to town here. She pulled back while we were texting, and I've been giving her space. So, how long do I wait before it's determined that she ghosted me?
How long do you wait till you determine if she ghosted you?
Yes.
When's the last time you texted her?
Wednesday.
What was the question?
How is your day going?
First of all, never text that question.
Okay.
Okay. The reason is we don't want to ask a girl how her day is going, what she's up to, because it almost implies that you have nothing else going on in your life, and to sit there and try to get to know her over text shows that you're not busy and you're seeking something from her. It's not very attractive. So next time, only use texting to get her to meet up. Have you guys met up before?
Yes, we went on one date. I tried to set up a second one, but she said she was busy moving into her new house.
Yeah, unfortunately, she's not interested. So at this point, it's a ghost. If she liked you, she would have answered your question from last Wednesday, which was, 4 or 5 days ago. So I would say this one's over, and it's time to move to someone else.
All right.
Plain and
That's
simple.
true.
So lesson, only use texting to get them to meet up. they're not interested in meeting up, we drop or we move on. Okay.
All right. Thanks.
Thanks, man. Take care. All right. All right. Got some more women in the house. Yeah, females, you can come on. There's a link in the description. Anyone who wants to come on live, there's a link in the description. Click on that and you can come on live. What's up, Anthony? How you doing, man?
Hello, good morning, Tripp. I'm calling from Perth. I'm 24, turning 25 this month.
Dude, what time is it there?
Oh, it's like, look at my iPad, it's like 8:41 a.m.
Nice. So you woke up. How old are you?
24.
24. Cool. You woke up. It's Monday there. And when are you going to work?
Very soon, because it's
Very
a public
soon.
holiday today.
Okay, cool, man. Awesome. So what's your question?
Yeah, so I think it's a lot of those, like a lot of people that like experience a lot of this. So I think it's in terms of like mental health wise. So at least with me, that I actually feel that for most people that has like ADHD or whatever and stuff, it's very daunting and very difficult in like the dating scene, and it's like, if you know what I mean. So my question is, do
you have that?
Yeah.
Okay, you have ADHD.
Yeah.
So what's your question exactly around this?
Oh, I mean, I just find it like it's really difficult. Like for someone like normal, they can have like a decent experience, but for me, it's like a whole different level.
I'm curious. I've never heard this. What happens? How does it get in the way?
Yeah. So recently, I've like my psychiatrist has prescribed me meds, but it's like not the same. But I'm still trying to like get used to this to like normal and stuff.
Mm-hmm. So I'm still confused. Yes. Where does it show up? What's the problem?
Oh, it's just that like for like majority of my life until when I was diagnosed, my dating has been like non-existent. So yeah, I just wanted to talk to you about that.
Are you putting any effort into it?
I don't know. It's really difficult, Tripp. But I try, but like when I can, but it's yeah.
I guess my problem is I don't have enough information or knowledge on ADHD. So I feel like you're trying to explain it to me because you understand why it's a problem, but it's hard for me to understand why it's a problem because I have it like a very general idea of what that is, but I don't really understand what it means to have that or what the experience is. So it's hard for me to answer this question because I don't understand what the experience is that you're going through. So it is great that you're seeing a psychologist.
Yes, psychiatrist. Yeah,
psychiatrist. And I would recommend maybe seeing a psychologist also. Just from what I know, psychiatrists really just focus on giving you meds, where psychologists talk about deeper things and go into your history and give you an outlet to discuss deeper topics. From what I know, I've never seen a psychiatrist before, but that's just something that I've heard. And my brother is a psychologist, so he has explained that to me as well. So I would think about doing that. And but I don't want to let you go quite yet because I want to see where I can just help a little bit. So is it that like you can't focus? Like what's the problem? Like are you just shy? Is it a shyness problem?
No, so I think when it comes to like mental health wise and people with ADHD or whatsoever, so when things like normal for most people, for me and a lot of people, it's not so it's a lot more difficult. So when it comes to like dating and stuff, it's a whole new level. So it's like a very different experience. So I think it's not like shyness, but it's just like it's very difficult because it's really difficult for most of us, at least from my point of view.
Difficult. Keep going. Like you're almost difficult. How?
Yeah, I mean, like when it comes like dating and stuff, it's like I won't go to anything past like into like a relationship, at least into like nothing more than short term.
Right, but why? What's coming up? What's preventing? What is the problem? We're still not there yet.
I think it's to do with like me because like people see us a bit different.
Like well, they don't necessarily know you have that ADHD unless you tell them. Someone here on TikTok said they think that it's starting up and keeping focus. Is that sound
I
right?
think so. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. See, this is where I have to tell you, I'm not, unfortunately, I'm not the person to be able to help you with this because I don't have expertise in this area. And it's definitely better suited if you're talking to your psychiatrist or doctor about it. But I'll give you this tip, okay? Dating is like any other skill, okay? So even if you say wanted to learn something like the guitar or studying Spanish, you want to be fluent in Spanish, think of dating in that arena and how you're going to go about learning or becoming good at something and some sort of skill. It's the same thing and applied in the same way with dating. So I'm telling you that because maybe you can get advice or help from your psychiatrist or a future psychologist to see what it's going to take you to do whatever you want to do. And literally dating can be like a puzzle piece, like fit into that exact puzzle. So anything that you're trying to do. So that's how dating gets involved. I'll tell you what, man, I want you to find me on Instagram. Are you on Instagram?
Yes, I am.
DM me, okay? And I'm going to send you a copy of my book. It's called Magnetic. I'm going to send you one for free. I'm pretty sure I can get it to you in Australia. It's right here, okay?
Oh,
I'm going to get you a copy. This book, okay, I'm going to give it to you for free. It teaches you in here all the skills, how to gain the skill of dating and meeting women. So it's going to still be difficult for you because of your issue with ADHD, but that can be something that you can talk again to your psychiatrist about what it takes to implement or start the journey of doing something new that you want to learn. Does that help a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely, Tripp. And I just feel that it was like very beneficial to bring this up because a lot of people with mental health and stuff, they're on a very different level. At least I could speak to some of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally understand. And I'm very empathetic to that. So thanks for bringing that up and thanks for coming on. I do appreciate that and bringing awareness to that. So thank you. DM me, man. I'm going to get you a copy of this, okay?
Thank you so much, Tripp. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome, man. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you. Bye.
Awesome. Cool. Just loving the calls tonight. You guys are awesome. We still have some time left. I'm glad everyone on TikTok can hear me. YouTube, if you want to follow me on TikTok, look up Tripp Advice. And those of you on TikTok, there's a link to my YouTube channel if you want to check that out. All right, this person's been waiting for a while. Let's see if they are real or if it is a scam. What's up, Cosmin? How you doing?
Hello. Do you hear me?
I hear you. The reason why I said I think it might be a scam is because I have never heard that name before, but it is cool.
Yes, I'm actually from Romania in Europe.
Cool.
I'm 18 years old, and I am actually a recent fan. I discovered today on TikTok.
Oh, cool. Awesome. Another TikTok fan.
Yes,
cool,
I saw your live stream. You said about the link. I entered.
And here we are. So, okay, so what's your question? Where can I help you?
Yes, recently I have a funny situation, how to describe it. I've been talking with a nice girl that have a great personality, and I think, how to say, I from what I heard about personality and how she is, I kind of enjoy her. And one day, no, for a period of time, we talked on Instagram, and we gave small talks and grades. Small talks that were pretty great, great conversation.
Okay.
And one night at 2 p.m., no, 2 a.m., I'm sorry, in American, 2 a.m., she sends me a funny video of herself asking me out for a coffee.
Okay. Sounds good. Yes.
Yes, and the next day I respond, I was texting her, like joking, the video was really funny, and I said, yes, I want to come. Then she didn't respond.
Okay, well, there's going to be lots of different scenarios that you guys are going to be in where weird things like that are going to happen. We're like, wait, I thought they were interested. What happened to, right, us meeting up or something like that? Actually, just did a TikTok, or I think I recorded something recently. What you did, the only thing you need to ever, so I'm trying to think where to start this. Okay. First of all, never get too excited about any woman ever until they are showing up on a date with you. And even then I wouldn't get too excited because you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know where that's going to go. Okay. So never get too excited by any girl who's not going to show up on a date with you.
Yes.
So that's first part. Part two, the women that are actually interested in you are the ones that are going to show up on the date and hang out. And anyone who's not going to get to that level is not interested. Now you might think, wait a minute, I don't get it. Why did she say that? We don't know. There's a million reasons why she might have said that and now has ghosted you.
Yes.
The question, the answer to the question why, I personally don't care about, and you shouldn't either.
Yes.
We don't know. I don't know. Women are always being approached and have a lot of options. Maybe she went with another guy. Maybe it was a friend thing. Maybe you said something that showed too much interest. I don't know. Who knows? Whatever the reason is, she's not interested in meeting up with you. But I'll give you one little thing that you could say to her just to see if you really wanted. So you could say to her, and you can text her, you can say, hey, when do you want to get that coffee? Either she will respond to that and you guys will set it up and maybe it works out. And if she doesn't say anything other than some sort of time to meet up for that coffee, I would just be done with her completely. Drop her.
That's a great advice. Thank you very much.
Okay. All right. Where are you again? In Russia?
No, Romania.
Romania. Look how ignorant I am. Dude, awesome that you called all the way from Romania. Get some sleep. Thanks for calling in, man.
Yes, thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you for your advice. I was supposed to say good night, but an American probably.
You got it. You just said it. Very good, man.
Yes.
Awesome. Good night, bud. Romania, Russia. Anyway, TikTok, guys, a bunch of people asking. The book is on Amazon. Actually, TikTok, the book is in the link in the bio. So even easier for you. So if you want this, check it out. It's on audio and paperback as well as Kindle. So there you go. All right. I think we got a little bit of time left. Iman, you were next. What's up, man?
Hello.
How you doing, man? How old are you? Where are you calling from?
So I'm Moroccan, but I'm living in the UK at the moment.
Moroccan, live in the UK. And how old are you?
I'm 18, and I'm actually in a relationship with my girlfriend, which is like 23.
Okay. What's your question?
Yeah, and she's Malaysian and from Morocco, but we met at the UK.
So is it long distance?
No, we just met here. Like we're both students, and so we met here in the UK.
Okay. What's the question?
So the question is, I asked, like, we met the day after she broke up with her ex of like 4 years old, like relationship. So it was like quite a hard relationship. And like when we just met, like we just stick like immediately. We just stick immediately. I felt like the connection between her and I, and everything went very good at the beginning.
It's really hard to hear you, bud. It's like,
sorry?
It's really hard to hear you. It's hard to hear you. It's like cutting in and out.
Should I?
It's like, sounds like you're typing on a keyboard. So it's hard to get this, to understand what your question is. Will you do me? Now the connection's back.
How is it now?
It's still rough. I got to kick you out because I'm almost done here. So I got to go to other people, but I will answer your question because I appreciate you coming on live. Exactly. You can't hear me. Okay. We have to go to the next person. Sorry, Amen. Amen. Ask your question here. Okay. Sorry, guys. Sometimes people who are living far away and have bad connections, it doesn't work. What's up, Kyle? How you doing, man?
Yeah. I was wondering. Wait, one moment.
Nope. Haha. Nice try, Kyle. I know the scammers and spammers when I see them. All right. Looks like, oh, whoops. Okay. Cool. Gen X are always the audiobook. We're about almost out of time, but I have time for another question. Anyone who's come on YouTube right now, I will not put you on unless you show your face. And even then, I am ready to kick you out if you do anything that's going to be shady. So, yeah. TikTok, what questions you got? Some people ask some questions. At what age should I start dating? I wonder how old that person is. That's an interesting question. How to deal with an ex who shares many mutual friends. Hey man, 1 second. I'm answering another question. How to deal with an ex who shares many mutual friends. Ooh, that's a good question. Okay, we will come back to that. We got Jake on right now. Jake, what's your age and where are you calling from?
I'm 15 and I'm from Canada.
Bro, I love that you're coming on. I appreciate that you are. Unfortunately, I cannot answer questions for anyone under 18.
Oh, okay.
I'm very sorry. Keep following me on YouTube. Hopefully that can help. And in 3 years, I can answer anything you want.
Okay,
thanks, buddy. Bye-bye. Okay. How to deal with an ex who shares many mutual friends. It's not a great situation, but I think you're going to have to just deal with it. I don't really have a better answer here. You know, I mean, how important are these friends to you? If they're important, then you're going to have to deal with it, and your ex is going to be there, and she's going to be in your life, and you're going to have to do what you can do. Any other questions coming from TikTok, go ahead and ask. Guys, I had something in my throat for the past week. That's what she said. But yeah, it's quite the annoying cough. All right. Rahul, what's up, man?
What up, man? How's it going?
It's going good. What's your age? Where are you calling from?
37 out of New York.
Cool, man. What
Yes,
how can I
sir.
help you? What's your question here?
How do you get a girl to commit? How do you get a girl to commit to her word and not flake?
How do you get her to commit to her word and not flake?
Yes.
This is
Like she'll say she wants to hang out and she'll flake last minute.
It's the wrong question because this is not this is not a girl that you want to deal with.
Got it.
Black and white. Girl has high level of interest or she has low level of interest. Rahul, we don't deal with women, and I don't want you to deal with women who have a low level of interest. And if she's flaking, or let's just put it this way, make it really simple. If she's not meeting up with you on dates and you guys aren't escalating sexually, which means that you're not in the friend zone, then we don't spend time with these women.
Perfect. Thank you very much, man.
Does that help at all?
It does.
Good. She's out.
Thank you.
New girl. We don't deal with flaky girls. That's it.
Perfect, man. Thank you.
You're welcome. Take care. All right. We are at the hour. Guys, I got to eat dinner. I'm cooking steaks tonight. I want to thank everyone who has come on here today. Before we leave YouTube, everyone on YouTube, check me out on TikTok. Tripp Advice is the name. Follow me there. Everyone on TikTok, check me out on YouTube. You can watch about 1,000 videos of me, and I don't mean that in a hyperbolic way. There's about 1,000 videos. Been doing it for 10 years. If you guys are interested in starting the journey to meeting women, getting better with women, Magnetic is where you're going to get help with that. This book teaches you everything you need to know from A to Z to go and meet women and gives you actual exercises to do so. So check it out. It's on Amazon. For some of you, you're probably more interested in doing coaching because you are ready to take it to a really insane degree. If you're interested in coaching, go to coachedbytripp.com. That is where you can apply to do one-on-one coaching with me, and we can work together. So that is going to take you to the next level faster. If you're not ready for something that big, check out the book, and I'd love to help you. So coachedbytripp.com. If you need my help, personal help, I'm amazing at this. I don't say that in an arrogant way. Actually, something I recently discovered, the difference between arrogance and confidence is arrogance is when you think that you are better than other people. Confidence is you think that you're awesome without comparison. So what I do, I'm very good at, and I can help you. And I'd love to work with you. So go to coachedbytripp.com if you need more help. How often we do these lives on TikTok? I don't know. Hopefully more. I'm trying to do as many as I can. And I'm trying to do as many as I can on YouTube too. I'm doing as much as I can. So quick shout out. Everyone who joined tonight and asked a question, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for coming on. Thank you all of you who've asked questions and has been kind enough to leave a comment. Thank you so much. And I'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Bye, TikTok. Bye, YouTube.